Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Diamond in the Rough podcast. A couple of rough-looking guys sitting around talking about much better-looking guys on a baseball diamond. No homo or homo, whatever. It's fine, you know. We don't judge here. Anyways.
That's the start for the century right there.
Yeah, right? Anyways, yeah, welcome to the Diamond in the Rough podcast. If you're watching us on YouTube, hello, thanks for watching. And if you're listening to us on Spotify, welcome. I don't know what else to really do there. Check us out on YouTube if you're on Spotify. If you're on YouTube, check out our Spotify. I don't know if I said the same thing twice there or whatever. We also have Twitter and Instagram at DIR podcast. Good Lord. I have not had enough coffee this morning. So you can find us on those our social media and find out when we're going to be posting our new episodes and whatnot. We also have a TikTok that we still haven't used because we're all busy and don't go on TikTok that often. We're adults. We don't use that little kid dancing app. Anyways, as always, it is your boy NMR Sports here with my boys NickTheriault, I'll say it right for once, and my boy Mick Miller. You can find me on YouTube and Twitch at NMR Sports and Instagram and Twitter at NMR Sports 30. I also have a TikTok, NMR Games, just to make it a little more confusing, spice it up a little bit. Mick Miller, NickTheriault, where can we find you guys at?
Mine's McMiller42 on just about any platform you can imagine. Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. Shout out to all the Michael Millers out there. There's about 9 billion of us. None of them picked that username, so thank you guys. That's it for me. Nick, where can we find you?
You guys can find me at NickTheriault12 on Instagram or Twitter and Twitch, THERIAULT, and then Theriault Gaming 12 on Instagram.
Good stuff.
Got an MLB content creator over there in Canada now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
He's gonna get partnered before any of us. Started way after us. He's making strides.
Yeah, I haven't streamed for a while, but we'll get back.
I took like a week and a half off, but we're all just resting up. I feel like we're hibernating, waiting to wake up and go crazy. Friday, if you guys aren't aware, I know the three of us are, but MLB The Show 21 drops. If you have an Xbox console, you can actually get it for free, which is absolutely insane and kind of messed up. But you know what? I will take it. That's 18 million more people allegedly that are going to be have potential to download the game. If at least 1 million of those downloads the game, I'll be pretty happy with that.
I just asked for like 6 new YouTube subs.
Yeah,
18
right?
18 million people download the game. If I get 6 new YouTube subs, I will be thrilled.
Just give me like 0.00001% of those people, and
exactly.
I'll be happy. Yeah. All right. Well, that's enough about.
That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, I'm excited for it. That's enough about MLB The Show. We're a MLB-centered podcast. Let's talk about what happened in baseball the last week, I think. We recorded last Sunday, something like that.
Yep.
So I know Nick is the MC, the man with the plan. What do you got for us?
I have the Cincinnati Reds. So far, they've been like the surprising team of the National League Central. We talked on the podcast a couple months ago how we thought they were going to have a magical season in 2020, but their offense just sucked and they got shut out the whole playoffs. But they've scored like 10 or more runs in like 4 or 5 games already this season, and their offense just exploded. So I thought that deserved to be recognized a little bit, since like they're probably in the shittiest division in baseball. You can argue the AL West, but I still think it's the NL Central. But we'll start off with the Reds there.
Let me see.
One thing
I'm trying to look. I heard that they had the highest OPS of any team already this year. After like the first
The Reds were my team of the week, and I was very for opening week they were my team of the week because when I recorded it they were like 5-1 or 6-1, and I was like, what the hell is going on? Like they were the top offense in like every category. Now, granted, they've played a lot of games against the Pirates, I think, but still pretty good.
They've only played like 3 games against the Pirates, maybe even less. They've mostly
3 out
played
of 7 games. I mean, still, but no, still. I mean, Nick Castellanos firing everybody up. I love
ridiculous.
it.
Oh man,
I mean, he's just been raking.
Tyler Naquin is tied for the league in home runs.
He's got 5.
Yeah,
Tyler Naquin is Barry Bonds.
Yeah, no, I think. Hold on, let me look at his stats again. Last time I checked, he has 9 hits on the season. I think yesterday he had 5 or 7 hits on the season, and 5 of those were home runs.
Yep.
It's wild.
Nuts.
Yeah, so Tyler.
I mean, right now he's in like the MVP conversation. And I mean, I don't think it'll last, but for the first week, if the season were to end today, he might finish like top 3.
I mean, I find it's like the exact same situation as 2020 because he was red hot for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then he just kind of like fell off a little bit. But I would love to see him keep it up because I just love that hype and that fight and everything going on. Like I think that was last week we recorded the other episode, but I love that shit. And I was really pissed off when he got suspended because like the Astros didn't get suspended at all for what they did in cheating in 2017.
You're talking about you're talking about Nick Castellanos now, right?
Yeah. No, Nick Castellanos, he hasn't served a suspension yet, so I don't know if he's actually gonna end up serving it or not. I think he's like protesting it now or something.
Yeah, he's appealing it.
Suspensions in sports are so weird.
Oh, it's bullshit. But so he's appealing it, and the league hasn't decided what they're gonna do. Everyone's like, bro, he shouldn't be suspended. Just throw out the suspension. But it's probably just gonna get reduced to 1 game instead of 2. Yeah, because the league sucks.
Which is still stupid either way.
Yeah,
it's more suspensions than any Astros players got. People are sick of hearing it, but it's true.
Yeah, it's facts. It doesn't sit right with me. No. Like that kind of shit. Like you got to do that to grow the game. You got to have the bat flips. You got to have the hype. You know.
Oh yeah, because, like, no, he literally didn't do anything wrong, and he didn't even it wasn't even a fight. Literally, the bench is cleared, but they didn't fight. It was basically a heated conversation.
Walked away, dude.
Yeah,
he walked away.
It was a heated conversation. You're gonna honestly, that's a good example of what to do when you're in that situation. If anything, they should use that as a teaching moment to show kids, hey, if you're gonna get into a fight or you have something heated, talk it out a little bit. Don't start swinging. What's wrong? Yeah.
Tell you to shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
Put your hands behind your back. And then quote of the year so far. He was like, I don't know if this happened before the last episode we recorded or not, but he was like, Yadier Molina could what did he say? He was like, Yadier Molina could punch me in the face and I would still ask for his autograph. Like that's a good quote.
I think that was after we recorded.
Yeah.
So I remember seeing him on Twitter.
Nah, I love it, man. I'm really liking this Reds team though. Their pitching, we knew the top of the rotation was going to be good, but they've been having good good bullpen outings and stuff like that. I know Amir Garrett has been very good the last week or so. Same thing with TJ Antone. I don't know why I always want to call him TJ. Sounds
that's a
exotic.
Pretty good name. TJ,
right? It sounds like French or something. But yeah, Luis Castillo doesn't look terrible like he did on opening day. I don't know. That was such a weird start for him. He gave up like 8 earned runs opening day, but he looks like he's back to form now.
I mean, so did Brad Keller.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but Brad Keller's been bad like the whole season. In his 2 starts, he's been terrible.
Yeah,
but I do think the Reds have the talent there to compete, especially in that division. So honestly, at this point, it looks like the Reds are probably I'd say the Cardinals are still the favorites, but the Reds seem like they've kind of passed up the Brewers as being that second team that's kind of competing for the crown there.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm worried that they're going to cool off. I mean, they have had like the best offense in the league, and Sonny Gray hasn't pitched yet. I'm not sure when he's coming back, but and then obviously Castillo's their ace. He's got like Cy Young potential. But I'm like I want to believe in this team so bad, but I'm not completely sold on it. Like we've seen teams have red hot like weeks and then cool off and be bad. So like I want them to be good, but I'm not sold yet.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
One team I am sold on, just to not to like step on your toes, Nick, but quick transition. The Cubs are gonna have a fire sale at the trade deadline. Like major pitchers are hitting better than them. It's absurd, and it pisses me off. I've talked about it in my video today. Just pick it up, figure out how to hit. Everyone's going to be gone. Baez is gone. Bryant's gone. Contreras is gone. Like, it's going to be a fire sale if this keeps up.
It's the same thing with the Mets, which is kind of what I wanted to which is what I wanted to transition into. I saw something on Twitter the other day that Jacob deGrom has the same amount of hits or more hits than Michael Conforto and Brandon Nimmo this whole season, which is 3 for deGrom, 3 for Conforto, 2 for Nimmo. And
I know what you're talking. I think it was like I don't know. You might be right that it was the whole season, but in Jacob deGrom's starts specifically,
I think that's what it was. Yeah,
deGrom has more hits than any other Mets player in his own starts. It's absurd.
In both of his starts this season, the Mets are 0-2. while he only gave up 1 run and struck out like 21 batters. I saw that on Twitter yesterday. I was disgusted. Like, they can never score when they have DeGrom on the mound.
No, and they're like a good team now. Like, it started back when they were bad, which made sense, but now they have a good offense, and they're still so bad when he's.
It doesn't make sense. It's kind of like Felix Hernandez wasting away his career as a Mariners fan. Or
I saw that comparison.
As a Mariners player. Yeah. I don't know why I said fan, but
yeah. No, DeGrom's the MVP of his starts offensively, and like he even in the last start he gave up 1 earned run. And it was, first of all, it was the first time, I think, in his entire career or something, they were saying it on MLB Network this morning, that he's given up a run on an 0-2 count. Like, he just doesn't do that. Jazz Chisholm hit an 0-2 fastball and fucking launched it.
Jazz Chisholm doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, not at all.
That was amazing. That was such a good...
And then DeGrom's just so damn good out there on the mound. But he made it to third base offensively, and they couldn't even knock him in.
Yep.
It's just disgusting, man. Makes me sick.
Yeah, I know.
And then the bullpen comes in and makes it even further deficit, so they don't even have a chance to come back in the 9th.
Yeah, and I saw on Twitter they were like, I think it might have been DeGrom's game. I'm not really sure, but I saw that Jeurys Familia was warming up in the bullpen. But like, why use him? You have so many other talents in the bullpen. Why use Familia? You got
Someone
Trevor
was like,
May.
yeah, it was hilarious. Someone was like, never has my confidence gone from best to worst than seeing DeGrom and then Jeurys Familia in the bullpen.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
Exactly, man. Like, oh my, like we ruined his career back in 2015 too.
Oh yeah,
that sucks.
Especially in the World Series. I think he blew like 2 saves or something like that. It was just awful.
Yeah, I know. Let's see. DeGrom has like a .64 ERA, I think. Yeah, .64. So he has, other than Steven Strasburg, Joe Musgrove, Lance Lynn, and Jacob Junis, surprisingly, all have 0 ERAs. Jacob DeGrom, 14 innings pitched, .64 ERA, 8 hits allowed, 1 run. 1 run he's given up. 2 walks and 21 strikeouts. 2 walks, 21 strikeouts. Dude, that's insane. With a whip under 1. He's just been ridiculous, and he's 0-1. That's awful. It's so bad.
It's frustrating. It's really frustrating. I'm not even a Mets fan.
Yeah.
We're just baseball fans in general, and we just hate to see that.
Now, there is someone, I'm looking at this list here, and I'm kind of surprised, too. Corbin Burns is honestly putting up the exact same stat line, and he's also 0-1. .73 ERA, 12 1/3 innings pitched, 2 hits allowed. 2 hits allowed and 12 1/3 innings pitched.
Wow.
I didn't realize.
Just gonna reinstate that. And 0 walks. Dude, 2 hits allowed, 0 walks, bro. This man is just slicing and dicing, and then 20 strikeouts to Jacob DeGrom's 21, and he's also 0-1. So we're going to talk about DeGrom because it's been his whole career, but let's also, Corbin Burns also getting screwed on that.
Yeah, that's, like, I mean, I understand, well, the Brewers have a good offense, but they don't have the offense like the Mets do. So it's not as surprising, like, when you compare the 2 teams, like, with DeGrom and Burns, but, I mean, it's still fucking shitty. It's so shitty
terrible
that they can't put up the runs when they have their literal ace on the mound.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
And not just literal ace, best pitcher in baseball by far.
Yeah, it's not close.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's absurd.
So Mick started talking about the Cubs, and I know you wanted to talk about the Mets, but I was looking at the Cubs stats, and I just have to laugh at these. They're okay. Hold on, let's just go through this. They're last in baseball in average, on base percentage, slugging percentage, and OPS, which obviously those kind of go hand in hand. The OPS would be low, but yeah, they're last in all of those. The only thing they're top 10 in the league in is stolen bases, and they're also top 10 in caught stealing. They're literally just bad. They're just a bad team.
No,
they put up 1 run against the Pirates yesterday on 1 Javi Baez solo home run. They're a very bad team. They're so bad.
They need to trade everybody. I think they could get a decent haul from everybody that they have.
At this point, I'm like, the dynasty isn't gonna, like, I think we all agree it's not gonna happen after a couple of years ago, but like, just trade everyone. It's it pisses me off so much. Like that city deserves a good team. Obviously they won the World Series, but like it's still been 100 years and they've only won one.
One of my viewers on Twitch was starting to say they wanted to get like the special edition Cubs jersey, but they don't know who to get because they're all going to be gone. You can't get a Rizzo jersey, you can't get a Bryant jersey, you can't get a Baez jersey. Maybe Kyle Hendricks. I don't know when his contract's up.
Like Kyle Hendricks is the guy I would get, or like Nico Horner, like that.
Or Contreras. Maybe.
Contreras is out of there.
I think Contreras is a trade chip. Hendricks is also a trade chip though, and then I don't know if Ian Happ has any arbitration years left, but literally they have nobody there. Honestly, just get like some prospect who's 20 years old jersey at that point.
That's why I think Nico Horner is your best bet. But like Kyle Hendricks is making a lot of money, so yes, he's a trade chip because he's really good, but I don't know what team's going to take on the money unless it's the fucking Dodgers. But they already have a starting top 10 rotation, or they have like a 10-person deep rotation.
No,
you could go for Craig Kimbrell.
Oh, dude, Kimbrell's been lights out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah, he's been really good. I miss that old Kimbrell. He was just so dominant in the 2010s.
Yeah, Kimbrell's 2 for 2, 4 2/3 innings pitched, 0 earned runs, and 9 strikeouts in those 4 2/3 innings pitched. 0 hits, 0 walks. So he's throwing a perfect game right now. He has a perfect game through 5.
And you just jinxed it.
Yeah. I'm just saying. I just want to...
single.
Yeah.
Speaking of infield singles, did you guys see that Acuna legged out that infield single routine play to shortstop?
Yeah.
That was like the sexiest play in baseball, and
it was.
For it.
Acuna's so good. I will say, midway through the game when he was 3 for 3 and was coming up in the 9th, after his 3rd hit, somebody tweeted out, Ronald Acuna's playing on Planet Trout, like saying he's as good as Mike Trout. And then next at bat, he comes up in a clutch situation, first pitch, ground out to third base. I'm just saying, anytime someone gets compared to Mike Trout, it doesn't end well.
Hey, watch it. Jason Dominguez is about to prove you wrong.
All right, man. All right. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 2.0.
No. I'm not saying that Jason Dominguez is going to be Mike Trout, but don't set my boy Dominguez up for failure like that.
Or maybe he'll just be like Judge and Stanton.
Luis Robert.
True.
Christian Yelich. Mookie Betts is Mookie Betts even doing anything this year yet? I don't know what he's doing. I think he has like 2 home runs.
He hasn't played.
I haven't heard much about Mookie Betts. Same thing with Luis Robert.
I think he was day to day.
Is he really?
Yeah, I know. Because I saw something. It was like, the Dodgers are winning without Bellinger and Betts. Like it's over for these hoes. And I was like, yeah.
Dude, Zach McKinstry. Zach fucking McKinstry, dude. What the hell is that all about?
Dude, the Dodgers are. I hate them so much.
Who the hell is this guy, and why is he lighting the league on fire? He literally.
Dodger, dude.
They won 3-0 yesterday.
The is amazing.
They won 3-0 yesterday. How did they win? Jack McKinstry RBI double off of Max Scherzer, and then a Zach McKinstry. I think it was a 2-run homer. I'm not 100% sure. All I know is he had all 3 RBIs yesterday, and he hit a home run. And he's not even. You literally. I don't know who this guy is. They have Keeper Ruiz in the minor leagues, and Zach fucking McKinstry is playing on this team and doing well. That's just not fair.
No, it's not fair at all.
Come on, man.
They just have such a deep system. It's infuriating. But I mean, I know at least the Royals aren't going to win a World Series for like another 4 or 5 years, so I don't really worry about it. Like you guys definitely have more to worry about than I do, because obviously Mick is a Yankees fan, Nolan Angels fan. And the Angels are looking amazing this year so far.
Yeah, dude. That's a storyline right there. The Angels have looked good. I appreciate. I didn't realize this, and I'm blaming you, Nolan. I drafted 4 fucking Angels on my fantasy team. I've got David Fletcher, Mike Trout, Jared Walsh, and Anthony Rendon on my fantasy team.
You
but
just
it sucks because their game got rained out yesterday, and I lost the week. I lost by like 15 points because they didn't play.
Oh yeah. Dude, Jared Walsh is honestly looking like, obviously he's going to cool down at some point, but right now he's looking like, honestly, a 4th MVP candidate from the Angels. Like, he looks so good. And there's no reason in hell that Albert Pujols should even come to the ballpark at this point, let alone the fact that Joe Madden starts him every game they have a lefty on the mound. That is just ridiculous. Jared Walsh needs to be in the game every day of the week. Now that Fowler's out and tore his ACL, we're probably going to see him a lot more in right field. But like, it infuriates me, man. Albert Pujols is a pinch hitter. He is a professional pinch hitter.
Yeah, he should be the player to be named later in the Dexter Fowler
trade. Oh my god, dude! One more year. We're almost there.
This is his last year on his contract, right?
Yes, $30 million to.
Yes, $30 million for his age 55 season.
Does he have a no trade? Does he have a no trade clause?
Probably. There's no team in history would take that money. I don't care if we give him Reed Detmers, Mike Trout, and fucking Shohei Ohtani. They're not taking that money. $30 million for Mike. I almost said Mike.
No,
Pujols.
they would literally have to pay his whole contract just to get him off the team. Be like, all right, we need this bench bat. We need like a different bench bat. Just take him, Cardinals. Like, let him finish your career there.
I was just about to say that. Like, if the Cardinals were willing to spend the rest of that money on this last year or whatever, like he could just finish his career with the Cardinals and just be done with it, and then have Jared Walsh start with the Angels for the rest of the season, like whenever that trade would be.
I'm just I mean, at the end, I'm just so excited that Jared Walsh is doing well because I know he lit the league on fire in September of last year. I think he had 10 home runs in the month of September last year, and
that's what it was.
Yeah, and now he is just right back into form. And he looked really bad in spring training, so that's why I was kind of worried if it was just like one good month from a bad player. But no, he definitely is like gonna be key for us making a playoff push and making the playoffs, let alone like maybe even a deep run, because he's been so clutch. I'm pretty sure all of his home runs and all of his RBIs have come in the 8th inning or later, and in a tie game or down behind to tie it. Yeah, he's just been every single clutch moment we've needed from him. He's been there for.
The next David Ortiz.
Yeah, he's so good though. I love his bat.
He's about to have like such. I don't know if it'll be in 21 because like I don't know if they've updated it, but he's gonna have like the best swing in MLB The Show. It's gonna be ridiculous. Like that. That one-handed follow-through slap swing kind of. It's gonna be so good.
Well, bro, last year they didn't even have his face scan in the game.
Dude, he looks so
they
bad.
They didn't even have his face scan in the game.
Yeah,
they literally had to create a player. It's Cap Jared Walsh. That's what he looks like. So hopefully this year they like fixed his swing. They fixed his everything so he actually looks like Jared Walsh. I honestly think we could get a Topps Now or monthly awards Jared Walsh, especially if he keeps on this tear. Because he's been amazing. Honestly, he's probably been the second best player on the Angels. Mike Trout's off to the best start of his career. Like, ridiculous.
Just casually, we're not even talking about it.
Yeah, no, he's absolutely insane.
It's just Mike Trout doing Mike Trout things.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I appreciate again. I got Mike Trout 3rd overall in my fantasy league, and that's just a crime.
That is a crime.
Wait,
yeah, right. I was 3rd overall pick, and I got Trout.
So Trout's
I feel like the top 3 had to be Trout, and then Soto, and like Acuna. So like, how would Trout go 3rd?
It happened, man.
Now, see, I don't know. Soto's the best hitter in baseball. If you look at his baseball or Savant page right now, he is 100th percentile in 4 different categories. Yeah. Off the top of my head, I don't know what they are, but I saw someone posted it. It was like 100th percentile in 4 categories. Yep. Yeah, Mike Trout and Acuna, I feel like are a little more valuable because of their speed. Mike Trout's still damn fast, bro. I was obviously at the 2 of the Blue Jays Angels games. I missed the best one where Shohei went deep, but I did see Anthony Rendon put up his first home run of the season in the Angels' 15-1 loss to the Blue Jays.
That was bad.
Yeah, it was cold. It was wet. I met Zach Hampel. That was about it.
Yeah,
but
that must have been sick.
Yeah. No, it was pretty interesting, and I got to be like really close with the players because it's a spring training facility. You have a whole major league roster at a spring training facility, so it was pretty cool. But also that Mike Trout home run that he hit there, like the broadcast didn't even pick up where the ball was. But my God, dude, I've never seen a ball go that far over the fence. Like it wasn't even close. It was just like off the bat, you were like just staring at it the whole time.
Were they doing like autographs and stuff down there?
Shohei Ohtani signed 2 autographs the other day. I don't think Mike Trout signed any, but no, I saw a few people signing though. Chris Rodriguez was signing, C-Rod. I know I saw a few others, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But getting back to Mike Trout, he is 12 for 29 or he has 29 at bats. Sorry, 10 walks in 9 games. So nobody's pitching to him, and then when they do, he's just crushing the ball, bro. He only has 3 home runs, but each of them has been over 430 feet, I think. Like he's not missing the baseball. He also said he's finally starting to feel his swing, according to him. So yeah, look out.
After an off year.
Yeah, no, he's an off year. He was only top 4 in the MVP voting.
For him, that's bad.
Yeah. Good God, dude. Yeah, we're gonna see some crazy shit from Trout this year, though.
I'm excited.
Like every year, man. It's definitely gonna be fun to watch.
Yeah. Jose Quintana might be the worst starting pitcher in baseball. By the way.
My God.
Just
Brad
throwing
Keller
that one out there. They'd fight.
I think. Okay. It's like for me, it's like Trevor Cahill's like way low on the bottom, and then it's Jose Quintana and Brad Keller like just above
That's
him.
a good point. Okay, I did want to mention in that 15-1 game, what really opened the scoring was another fucked up replay call. So Anthony Davis, so basically I'll set the scene.
Davis.
Jonathan Davis, sorry.
Anthony Davis.
Oh, Anthony, yeah.
He's basketball.
I think I've called him Anthony Davis every time I've talked about him. Jonathan Davis, whatever. But yeah, Jonathan Davis is on first base. It's runners on first and second. There's a ground ball to first base. Sorry. So Albert Pujols fields the ball, throws it to Jose Iglesias, who's covering second. Jose Iglesias, mind you, is about 3 feet off the bag because of the neighborhood rule, where you need to give him room to slide into the bag and they don't fucking murder you. Jonathan Davis, legitimately 4 or 5 feet off the bag, slides with his cleats completely out, trying to knock Jose Iglesias off his feet. Basically the same thing Chase Utley did to break Ruben Tejada's legs. It wasn't even close. And literally 2 days ago, Wilson Contreras did the same thing, and he was maybe an inch off the bag, and they called it a double play. Well, the Angels challenged it because all they did was call the guy out at second, and they didn't call the guy out at first, and a run scored. They challenged it. They reversed it to say he was safe at second because Jose Iglesias wasn't touching the bag. It's a double play ball with the runner back on second base. How are you going to call that just a single? What the hell? Like, you can't mess it up that bad. At the very least, just say, okay, he's out at second, and the run scores. And then that led to a 7-run inning. I agree with you. That led to a 7-run inning. Dude, you can't have that. After the replay, you can't have that. Oh,
I don't know like what's going on with umpires this year, but it's so worse than you can even remember. Like there's obviously been bad calls in MLB history. Like the perfect game blown call like that. Everyone's referencing the Matt Holliday where he never touched the plate and they called him safe.
That was a playoff game. Or game 163.
But still, like, it's been such a bad week for umpires. I don't understand. And not just umpires. Like, yeah, they're going to get calls wrong sometimes. For replays, there was a call the other day. Fuzzy posted on Twitter. There was a ball that so clearly was a home run. Like, you saw it bounce over the yellow line. And they called it a double for no reason after they reviewed it. And then, of course, we'll talk about it. Bohm never touched home plate yesterday. They got that call wrong after replay.
Except for the fucking broadcasters for some reason. Literally nobody in their right mind thought he touched home plate. Except for the broadcasters and the replay reviewers. There were 2 people in the fucking world who said that he may have touched home plate. That's ridiculous. It wasn't even close. Every single angle you can see he didn't touch home plate. Every single angle. You don't need a super special angle. I understand at first calling him safe is fine. But if you're able to replay that and you can clearly see his toe does not touch home plate, you can't mess that up.
I totally agree with you. It's been such a bad week for Major League Baseball and their umpires. Like, I don't understand what it is about like Major League Baseball trying to ruin itself, but they're doing a damn good job. It's so bad for the game.
That's like somebody catching a pop fly and the umpire just says, that's a single. Like, exactly. you saw it happen. It's right in front of you. Just tell me what you see. It's it's a vision test at this point.
Exactly. Not only did you see it, we have 9,000 camera angles that prove it.
Yep. What? It's literally it's like doing that vision test, but they put A, B, C, and they put it like a comfortable distance away from your face in gigantic fucking letters, and they still get it wrong. Like, glasses don't even help with that. You're just fucking stupid.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's absurd.
Oh my god, dude.
And
It's
they're missing so many
frustrating.
calls at the plate too. Like whenever they're like balls and strikes and everything. I saw during the White Sox and the White Sox and the Royals game the other day. Pitch right down the middle was called a ball.
Yep.
They're just so terrible.
Ton of those
Oh
this
yeah,
season.
there was one. I don't know if it was this game, but there was a guy who fake bunted to start the at bat, and the pitch went right down the middle, like center cut strike zone, and he called it a ball because he fake bunted at the start. It's like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yep.
They're just so bad. Like we've
Well-
heard the calls throughout history that were so bad, but like just the last week and a half, it's been extremely terrible.
Well, when it comes down to it, if it happens, you know, I get they make mistakes and stuff. And even if something this big happens in a Sunday afternoon game when there's 7 other games going on and nobody's watching it, it doesn't matter. This is on ESPN Sunday Night Baseball. This is the highest viewed game of the week. I don't know what the actual ratings are, but legitimately, if anybody, just casual fan who kind of likes baseball, wants to turn on a game, it's going to be the Sunday night game with a heated rivalry between the Phillies and the Braves. And in the 9th inning, they fuck up a call this bad to lose the game for the Braves. You can't have that on national television. And they haven't even come out and apologized. At the time we're recording this, they haven't apologized. They haven't said they're wrong. They haven't, literally nothing.
They probably won't.
Yeah. And you have to at least be fucking coherent in the fact that you got this wrong, own up to it, and do better next time.
Yeah, what was that call the other day where the umpire blatantly was like, "Yes, I got that call wrong" after it happened? They couldn't. Oh, it was the fucking
I know what it is.
play.
Yeah. Whenever he stuck out his elbow.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh yeah, the strike
stuck out
3,
his elbow.
the strike 3
Yes.
walk off.
Everyone knows about it.
Oh
The
my
Marlins,
God.
the Mets stole the win from the Marlins because Conforto put his arm in the strike zone, and the umpire was like, "Yeah, I got that call wrong." Like then, at least he said that, but still, how did the replay review get it wrong?
Because he was
Legitimately no
clearly
idea.
leaning into it, and he
yeah.
didn't try to move. And the
Yeah.
rules state that if he doesn't try to move and it's in the strike zone, it's strike 3, even if it hits him or not.
And at least the Mets broadcasters also were like, "Yeah, that should not have happened."
Yeah,
But
I don't know.
I mean,
if it's a strike, it's a strike. I don't care where it
I
goes.
feel-
Before it's a
I
strike.
felt so bad. I felt so bad for the Marlins. And Don
Yeah,
Mattingly
I
was
mean-
going at it with the umpire after the game. Oh
He
my
should.
god!
as he should, as he should.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, same thing with the bullshit call the other day at the Angels game that I first of all waited 3 hours for in the rain
Yeah.
and cold, just for
Oh
that
my
bullshit.
God.
Joe Madden got tossed because you can't mess this stuff up. If I'm an umpire, dude, I've never been at a baseball game where I physically wanted to like get on the field and start throwing hands, but that was like literally I was fuming in my seat. I was sitting in my seat and like obviously I was there alone. There was nobody around me. I was just like. I literally, my fists were clenched, and I feel like I was gonna break my fingers from clenching my fists so hard, dude.
I've never seen Nolan mad. I don't think I ever want to.
Dude, no, like I'm very good at bottling up my anger, but God, that was
Yeah.
so tough.
Jesus.
That was a
I would
tough one,
want
man.
to see that.
Yeah,
I think honestly, outside of like Byron Buxton being an MVP candidate, Trout like being the best player in the world, the umpires being this bad to start the season is probably the top storyline of the season so far.
oh yeah,
And that's not what you want. You want this top storyline to be Byron Buxton
Yep.
or Nelson Cruz hitting bombs at the age of 65 or
Tyler
whatever
Naquin
else is
coming out of
going on.
nowhere.
Yeah, Tyler Naquin. But
Mhm.
no, we're talking about how bad Major League Baseball umpires are. Stop ruining the fucking sport. Please. I'm begging you.
We could be
Yep.
better umps.
yeah.
I'm blind. I'm blind to shit, and I can see that they're getting the calls
What?
wrong.
Literally, I'm good enough to sit in a fucking room like this. I do it every morning. With Gordon Morning Baseball, I sit here, I watch MLB clips, and I tell you what I see. That's all it takes. I don't know what the system is because it's got to be fucked up. The fact that a play, especially when it's like a really obvious play, you know, a guy is just like beat by a step and a half at first base, and it's called safe, but he's actually out. It's very easy to tell, right? It seems like the system is so complicated. They have to go over, they have to put these headset on, they got to call them, make sure they answer the phone, they got to answer it, they got to be like, okay, what game are you? What inning? Okay, it's probably some like 85-year-old man who's never used a
absolutely.
computer before. He's like, oh, you can touch the screen? And then he's looking at it and, dude, It should be
And
just put the TV there for the umpires who are there. I don't know. Just it should be so
honestly,
much easier
that's
than
not
it
a
is.
bad idea. Like they want it to be not biased, so they like involve the third
Yeah,
party
makes
for
sense.
saying. But if you're an umpire, you should be fucking biased. You get the call wrong, you get the call wrong.
So
But,
maybe
like,
have the third
worst
base
part is-
umpire review it if the first base umpire makes the
Yeah.
call. It's
exactly,
that simple.
Exactly.
It's
But and
that
then they
simple.
don't do what the NFL does, where they don't tell you why they ruled the way they ruled after the replay.
Yep.
They need to introduce that.
They should.
Where
They should.
They have a mic on. They tell the audience and the TV broadcasts why they ruled the way they did. Like if you call a runner safe and they might have been out by half a step or something, but it's not completely conclusive. The rule is if it's not conclusive, the call stands. Well, you should tell them that as umpires. You should tell the audience that. The audience. What am I talking about? The fans.
Yeah, I was gonna say the audience.
My bad. But still, you should tell them that. Like there
Give me
should be
one.
a system in place to do that.
Give me 1 sec, boys. I'll be right back.
Oh, you're good.
I feel like they would never actually do that, Mick, because they're trying to like I can't find the word for that. They're trying to keep the game at the same level as it is right now. Like it seems like they don't want the game to grow, and I feel like that's probably one of those things.
But like the owners know that they would make more money if the game grew, right? Because I swear to God, they don't they don't realize that. Like Major League Baseball and the Owners Association, like they just don't understand how much more money they could make if the game reaches more audience.
Yeah.
Like thank God the players and us as fans and content creators and MLB The Show, like thank God we're pulling the weight of the league, because if it weren't for that, I mean the baseball might actually be a dying sport.
Oh, it definitely would be. Like content creators like Dimmu and Kyle and Cougs and Fuzzy and Shelfie and all those guys. Like they're huge in the community, and they turn like the casual baseball fan, or not even people who are fans of baseball, they turn them into fans because of their content. That's what happened to me. Well, I've always been a baseball fan, but like I've been like just because I started watching Fuzzy in 2019, like I got a lot more into it like over the last 2 years. And like obviously he's a content creator, and that's what got me way more into baseball, like more in depth with everything going on. So like
exactly, and like these guys, not like Shelfie Cougs, like these are solely MLB The Show content creators. Like Fuzzy does MLB videos, but like they still are, and like Dimmu, they're live tweeting the reactions to the games going on. Like Dimmu and Shelfie were going back and forth on Twitter yesterday, and like as a fan, it was cool to see. And like shout out to them for doing that. Like they were giving their opinions, getting involved with like people in the comments section. Like it was cool.
Yeah, and they're like
the
they're always growing the game. They're always growing the game on Twitter. Like every content creator does that. Like to put out like what's going on in the game if you can't watch, for like the people who follow them and everything like that. And I think that's amazing. I love seeing all that stuff on Twitter. Like especially if I'm out and I can't watch any games. Like at least I'll look at Twitter and just be like, oh, this happened and this happened.
Oh, you know
So
exactly what happened in the
growing
Angels game.
themselves.
If you follow me, you know exactly
yeah.
what happened at the Angels game. You'll just
Yeah,
see Jared Walsh. Jared Walsh.
My feed was just Nolan.
Oh yeah. I you know what? That's what I'm going for, man.
Yankees
Talking
Yankees
baseball.
Twitter is a curse and a blessing. That's
Oh,
for sure.
dude,
Like,
I follow
if I'm-
enough Yankees fans.
I don't have like cable, so I'm live streaming. I'm just streaming the game on my laptop, so it's there's like a little bit of a delay. So if I'm on Twitter and someone hits a home run, like I read about the home run before it actually happens on my screen. It's like, fuck, dude, I can't look at Twitter this entire game.
Like the Odor hit the other day.
Yeah, I wasn't watching that one, but
Rougned Odor, Yankees legend,
Yankees
bro.
legend. So
That was a great game.
He just hit it right over the second baseman's head, and we got the winning run.
Yeah, I wonder what they did with the real Rougned Odor. Like
He
the
looks
guy
like
who
he's
showed
15.
up, the guy who showed up in a Yankees uniform with the Odor jersey is not the same guy.
No,
It's
no.
not.
He literally he went from like looking like just like such a piece of shit to like, yes sir, I'll have your daughter home by 9. Like that's what he
Yeah.
went.
Oh, without a
It's
doubt.
hilarious.
Yeah.
He's like, he went. Yeah, I'm sure he's gonna get ID'd at the bar now,
Oh yeah.
without
Yeah.
a doubt.
Oh, for sure. He looks like
Feel
he's
bad for him.
15.
He does.
Same thing would happen to me if I shaved off my beard. You guys would not recognize me, and I'm never doing that. But I mean, I look
Feel
like a
bad for
fucking
him.
bum.
We got about 10 minutes left here in this episode. I don't know if you guys if there's like one more storyline you guys want to talk about before we jump into our players of the week real quick. Well, Nick or Nolan, I'll let you take the lead.
For the players of the week or another
Yeah. Why don't we? Like I said, we got about 10 minutes left. Why don't
yeah. I don't know. I feel like I was gonna pick Byron Buxton. I'm not sure if I want
There's
to.
also Joe
anymore or
Musgrove
not.
too.
Ooh,
Yeah, I know Mick probably wants to talk about his boy Joe Musgrove.
I forgot about that, dude. I just want to. Let me bask in this
talk
glory,
about
dude.
Dude,
let me bask in this.
You know I don't dislike Joe Musgrove, right?
No.
You remember the episode?
I remember the episode. I was like, Joe Musgrove like has the chance to be so good, and you like didn't quite believe it.
I didn't think he was gonna throw a no hitter in his second start with the Padres, but
no one did. But...
Yeah, but I was like, he'll be a solid. He'd probably be a solid number 2, maybe like a Dylan Bundy type. Like a solid pitcher who's not elite.
I think the way we left it was like I thought this was like a really, really big move for the Padres, and you were like, I don't know like how big of a move it'll be because
it was pretty good. It was pretty good so far.
Yeah, so far it's been a fantastic move. I mean, they didn't give up that much for him, and he's like with Clevenger not coming back this year. Dinelson Lamet hasn't pitched yet because he's still hurt. Like he's been a huge addition for them.
Yeah, looking back on it now, he's definitely. Yeah.
I am going to be honest. That should have been a perfect game, bro. He was literally like 2 centimeters away from pitching a perfect game if that doesn't hit Joey Gallo. Like one pitch got away. It sucked because he no hits, no walks, and he gets doesn't throw a perfect game. Yep, no errors.
He struck out like 10 batters, I think. Something like
10.
That.
So yeah, I mean he could be the player of the week too. In my weekly awards video, I did that was my game of the week because it's hard to give a pitcher who threw one. Yes, it was a no hitter, but I don't know. Guys like Byron Buxton are just playing so well.
Oh, I got my player of the week.
Nolan, do you have yours?
Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I was gonna. Yeah, I mean, I guess I will go with my boy. Yeah, Byron Buxton's too damn good. Actually, no. Sorry, my fantasy legend, Ryan McMahon. Ryan McMahon, bro, 3 home run game. He's tied for the league lead in home runs. I guaranteed a 25 home run season, but my God, dude, this man's got 40 home run pop in his bat, especially there in Coors Field.
Got such a nice swing too.
Oh, without a doubt, man. He's batting .324 with a .342 on base percentage, .784 slugging percentage, which is insane. .1126 OPS. He has been absolutely amazing. 5 home runs, 2 doubles, and he's 12 for 37 in 10 games played. He legitimately can't walk though. He has 1 walk in 37 at bats, but I love the power I'm seeing from him, and I do think. I don't know. He has some all-star potential too. He could maybe make an all-star team because he literally has so much position versatility. Probably make it as like an alternate. But yeah, big Ryan McMahon fan. He's gonna be my player of the week.
After Brendan Rodgers is gonna be a bust for them, it's good to have Ryan McMahon back there to.
The Rockies' offense looks good right now, man, and they're losing a lot of close games. Like they could very easily be like 7-3 right now, but they're I think 3-7.
Yeah.
But I don't think they've lost any games by more than 3 runs. They've been very close games.
Nick, what do you got for us for your player of the week?
My player of the week is you guys are definitely sleeping on this team. Well, I mean, yeah, you guys are definitely sleeping on this team. It's also part of the overreactions, I would say. But JD Martinez of Boston Red Sox has been absolutely tearing it up so far. He's 17 for 36. He's got a 472 average. He's got an OPS of almost 1,600, 5 home runs, 16 RBIs, and he has. I saw on Twitter the other day that he hit 3 home runs in the game yesterday against the Orioles, and 12 of his 17 hits have been extra base hits. That's insane to start the season, and I definitely think he's back to form after that really weird year in 2020, just like everybody had. But yeah, he's my player of the week. I just love what I'm seeing from JD Martinez. I've been high on him for years. Same with Rafael Devers. He was also my other pick. He's hit a home run in 3 straight games now. He's on fire too.
I had 2 yesterday.
Yeah.
All right, Mick. We took all the 3 home run games, so you're gonna have to pick something else.
No, I know. Like I could go with Buxton. Buxton has saved my fantasy team for sure.
Same, dude.
I'm glad I picked him in his MVP season or MVP caliber season, I should say.
Yeah, sorry, Mike
also,
Trout still exists.
No, you're right. I meant caliber. I didn't.
Yeah.
Same with Vladdy Jr. But I don't know. I feel like I still have to go with a guy who leads the league in hits or close to it. I mean, Yermin Mercedes has not just been a flash in the pan. Like he's still hitting really well after starting his career 8 for 8. Yeah, he only has those 2 home runs, but I don't know if you saw one of them off of Brad Keller.
Oh, dude.
Demolished that ball.
Yeah.
He's the only qualified.
I just love everything about it. He's like a chunky guy. He's got like a funky swing. I love it.
I just got him in fantasy.
Yeah,
I picked him up too. He's the only qualified batter batting over 500, and it's not close. He almost has a 100-point lead.
Love his
I think he's second in the league with 15 hits already. I think Acuna has 16 hits.
JD Martinez and Cedric Mullins both have 17 hits.
Oh,
Cedric fucking Mullins.
17.
Yeah, dude,
Acuna
Cedric
was
Mullins.
16.
Good for him finally figuring it out.
He's on a 14-game hitting streak.
I like the Orioles offense, man. I really wish they
too.
had some pitching to back it up, but
Matt Harvey's been solid so far.
he has. He's been surprising.
Well, they just got swept. They lost 2 out of 3 from the Yankees. They just got swept by the Red Sox.
It's their pitching.
Yeah, they started after starting out 3-0. I think they're going back down to earth a little bit. I do think the Red Sox will go back down to earth a little bit too. Yeah, they've won 6 in a row, but their pitching just isn't good enough.
It's not. Eduardo Rodriguez had a good start though. Eduardo Rodriguez had a solid start.
Look, I mean, anytime someone deals with injuries like that, it's like same thing with Trey Mancini coming back from cancer. Like you just want them to do well. It's good for the sport. It's a good storyline.
Yeah, he hit 2 home runs in the game yesterday too. I think Trey Mancini hit 2 home runs. Yesterday,
he hit his first home run 2 days ago, and then yesterday hit his second home run.
Yeah, I think he had a 3-run home run yesterday.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I thought it was 2 home runs.
I would love to see him on the All-Star team. That'd be so dope.
I think he has a chance. I mean, someone from the Orioles has got to make it, right?
Him or Mountcastle.
Or Santander, bro.
Mullins,
Santander?
No, their offense is good. They've got some guys, that's for sure. They just have no pitching.
Yeah, Lord knows there's no pitchers making it from the Orioles.
No. You guys have anything else before we get out of here?
Nope, that's
I
all I
don't
got.
personally.
So I think I'll just leave it with umpires. Fucking figure it out. If our next episode, if we're talking about another blown call, like you all need to retire, and we're hiring a whole new crew of umpires. Like that's it. That's the solution. So just make it so we're not talking about you anymore. Don't make the game about you, please.
I've never been seeing so many people that are pro robot umpires until this week.
Yeah. Yep.
This week they're like, where are the robots at?
Exactly. If the umpires aren't making the game about themselves, then it's a good thing. Let the players make the game about themselves because that's what they're getting paid for. That's not what you're getting paid for. But guys, I think that's going to do it for us. This one was an interesting one. We talked about the top storylines. We talked about how bad the umpires are. Of course, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button. Helps us out a ton. And hit that subscribe button as well. And go follow us on Spotify. Take a little diamond in the rough on the go. And I think we'll guys... Wow, I just absolutely butchered
I think
that.
we'll guys.
I think we'll guys. Guys, I think we will see you in the next one. Peace out.